Hello my beautiful souls and welcome to my channel. My name is Sanja and today I want to talk to you about that you should hug a cactus, metaphorically speaking. Now I heard today, I'm sure some of you have seen this before, how when Robert Downey Jr. was accepting this award, he thanked Mel Gibson for telling him, that he should embrace this part of him that he doesn't like. There were other things that have been said in that, but I just want to show this part. And he said he calls it hugging the cactus. And I think this is really, really important, especially if you want to move forward, especially if you're doing on your healing, to embrace those parts of yourself that you don't like, to embrace those, to hug them literally, to send them love, to send them all the positive high vibrations that you can. We are in this physical body, in this physical experience, having both low and high vibrations. There will always be something or some part of you, or even some part of you from certain time period that you don't like, that you think it's too dark, that you think that doesn't deserve love. But how will you heal? How will you move forward? How will you build a happy life that won't have those sudden maybe outbursts or, I don't know, depression mode or anything if you don't heal? I remember seeing, I don't know who this guy was, I've never seen him since, that he said when we heal, when, I don't know, let's say a knee is hurting us and we try to heal, whether it's painkillers or not necessarily needing an operation, we just hurt ourselves, we always say, oh, my knee is hurting, and it's like, that's not how you'll heal. That's not how you'll get better. By just saying my knee is hurting, obviously if medically needs to be seen or something, what's wrong, you can say it once, but you don't have to repeat it. What you should do is hug that knee and say, I love you, knee. Thank you for being there for me. I'm sending you all the love for you to heal faster, to be better faster. That's how we heal, not just physical parts of us, which a lot of people don't do. And when I heard that video, I'm like, that's actually quite true. We don't hurt ourselves and go, oh, I love you, but we go, oh, it's hurting, it's killing me, la 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 la, and then we repeat that 100 times a day, and now everyone knows that certain part of us is hurting. We're not going to solve anything by it, again, unless medically needed, if you're going to the doctors or with someone that can actually help you. But if it's just your family members who have no experience in it, saying once is enough. I hurt my knee, but now I'm going to send it all the love. I'm going to hug it. I'm going to, be grateful for it, that it still exists, be grateful for all the times that it didn't hurt me, for all the times that were amazing. And I'm sending you love so we can, be better, and we can use again, and we're not going to have pain. We're going to be healed. And that goes for the inner parts of you as well. There will be, maybe you don't like the part of yourselves that, maybe your body, maybe you don't like your body shape, maybe you don't like that you have excess weight, maybe you don't like that you can't put weight on you. Maybe it doesn't have to be just internal, but usually it is. Every single dark part that you have, a part that you don't like, a part that sometimes crawls up on you, or like I said, something that was in the past, hug that part. Again, metaphorically, for parts that you can't actually hug, even just giving yourself a hug like this and just say, I love you. There was a reason why that happened. A lot of things, our defense mechanisms that we have from certain traumas or something, it's the brain thinks that it's protecting us. And maybe in that moment in time, it was serving us, but it's not serving us anymore. Hug the cactus. Again, metaphorically, don't actually go looking for a cactus. I know some of you are literal. I will never mean to literally hug a cactus. Just parts of you that you don't think they're deserving of love, that are maybe hurting too much. Imagine if there was a kid that was hurting so much and was crying or screaming, or that kid needs love, and all parts of you were child babies one day. Why wouldn't you want to hug that part of yourself? If a child is in pain, you just don't go, oh, I'm gonna ignore this, it's never gonna come up, you don't deserve love, you don't deserve anything, just go. That's not how you treat kids. I'm really hoping you don't. You hug them, you send them love, you make sure when they calm down, they still know you were there before and afterwards. You're gentle with them. You're patient with them. You still love them. You don't push them away. You don't shove them under the rug. And even kids know that there'll be a part when they will cry, scream and everything, but even they move forward. It's only we who are teaching them you should move forward, or we were taught by someone else and we think that's just the way it is. We can change all that. Starts with ourselves. It's really, really important that even if you can't love those parts of you now, send them love, wish them love, hug them, work on healing, work on forgiving. Even if you can't forgive them, you can still send them love. And eventually you'll see that forgiveness is inevitable. Why shouldn't I forgive myself? Why shouldn't I? I know that, my brain thought it was protecting me. There were certain traumas that I thought, especially, I always put attention for maybe something that is triggering. I don't know if anyone reads that, just because I never know what I'm gonna say. And even after I film, I'm like, let's just put it on there. But I remembered when I was sexually assaulted, afterwards I started gaining weight. And I didn't do it on purpose. It was only afterwards, and only after I listened or heard some of this or read, I can't remember which one it was, that I see a lot of people who are sexually abused, assaulted, however you want to call it, they put on weight because the brain goes, okay, if we're bigger, no one is going to ever want to touch us. But that can be to morbidly obese. That can lead to so many other things that are not serving us anymore. The best thing I think we should do is just teach ourselves how to do, I don't know, martial arts, or it doesn't matter. But just heal that part of yourself. Send love to that part. Even if you're overweight, send love to your body. Acknowledge there's a reason why you're gaining weight. No one is overweight and morbidly obese because they're too lazy. I really, really wish, and I'm hoping that this will get to people. I've been lazy and not necessarily gaining weight, or gained, I don't know, 2-3 pounds. So it's not about the laziness part. No one just gets morbidly obese or obese that it's not good for your health anymore, is overweight to that extent without a reason. And there's always behind it a brain that thinks this is a protection from something. A lot of the people were sexually abused, at least. There were other things involved, but a lot of them have been that as well. And from someone who did both, I wasn't necessarily morbidly obese, but I gained I think it was 20 pounds, 10 kilos, something like that, in maybe a month or two period of time. So it wasn't throughout the years. It was really in a short amount of time. Again, not even noticing it then. I noticed I was gaining weight. I didn't realize why. It was only later when I heard this is the protection that we sometimes develop, even subconsciously, just because of those things, those traumas that we had in the past. Again, there is a small percentage of people who maybe are just bored or was raised in the family where that's just the amount you were supposed to eat. I get that. It's not all of it. But even that is the reason why someone is the way that is. Again, not the laziness part. It's not because a person is lazy. I have a video about that I think I named it "You're not lazy, but you're unmotivated" or something like that. But it can also be a protection. It can be a defense mechanism. If I put on all this weight, no one's gonna want me, I'll be safe. But it's not serving you anymore. But you can still send those parts of you love and acknowledge, okay, this came thinking it's protecting me. Even that holes that people say I'm filling in, it's unhealed traumas. It's unhealed part of you. It's part of you that you don't want to acknowledge exists, or you know it exists. You think it's too dark. You think they should suffer. You think they don't deserve these things. And then you recognize that part is also part of you. So you think you don't deserve. I mean, we can go in for another too long of this. What I'm saying to you today is hug that part of you, heal it. You can say, I can't heal it, I can't forgive. Start with small things. Even if you have to overanalyze, even if you have to conduct to that little smallest part why it happened. Understanding is really, really big thing, to understand where it all came from. And sending love every day, trying to be, don't give up. Send love and keep going. Keep going. Keep sending love. Even the day you're healed, which is probably just going to be that part. I think there's always probably going to be something we need to heal and improve on and get better. But you never stop telling yourself or showing yourself how much you love yourself. Even by setting boundaries, even when you see whether I'm going to allow this person to treat me that way or not, a lot of things are going to shift, and you're going to show yourself more and more love and appreciation till the rest of this life. Well, physical life. I think the non-physical is always in that love state and joyous and gratitude state anyway. But throughout, and again, not 100% of the time. If something is hurting you, if something is troubling you, the method that is also really, really helpful is writing it all down. And you can write it down and cry. You can write down, get it out of your system. I'll never say you should shove things under the rug. I'll never say you should suppress certain things. I'll never say you should neglect the emotions that you feel. You need to let them out, or it will eat you up. Write it down every day if you need to for a certain time, until you get it all out. Then you can write what would serve you, what type of life you want. And then you can slowly move focus to what is serving you, to what you want to happen, as opposed to what have happened already in the past. And that in the middle, let's say, is sending love, is hugging the cactus. Whether it's from inside or outside. I really, really hope this video has served at least one of you. Love you so much. See you next time. Bye.